Good afternoon, and welcome back to Asgard, and welcome to the second episode of our Crash Landing Forever 1.10 series. So, since the last episode, I've mainly done a bunch of wood cutting, and I also built this monstrous contraption here. Oh, my trees just grew. Been waiting for those. So basically, I've just got a wall of cactus. It's actually really easy to set up because it grows on its own. And then I've got trenches on the outside here. So a lot of times, like after the night, I'll come out here and these trenches will just be filled with guys. But I did that because the creepers were wanting to get up in there and explode without the trenches. So that seems to have fixed it. I had a little bit of a blowout on the other side. Right over there. It's kind of hard to see. But, and I double layered them so that skeletons can't hit us and all that jazz. So, but anyway, the first thing that I want to start on is water, because I've only got a very, very minimal amount of water left. 2 bottles. So, I'm going to throw that dust back in there. You notice I have a ton of sand. By the way, these bone weapons, if you make them, I believe it's with the wood, the ecological, they're going to repair themselves. So they do repair themselves fairly quickly, actually, over time. So anyway, the first thing that we're going to want is going to be our crucible, our oak crucible. Alright, so just oak wood and a slab. And there's our oak crucible, and let's just put it... Ready? And then what we'll do is we're just going to fill it up with plant matter. And you'll notice this plant matter starts becoming water. So very, very good. It does take a bit. You'll notice the fluid volume is just now at 100. So we're going to have to let this fill for a bit to get us a decent amount of water. So it's still not the best setup for it, but it'll work for now. And I tell you what, because these things are so slow and I've got so much wood, let's make a couple more of these. Because water, of course, is going to be fairly important to us. Alright, now I've got my first 1,000 mil buckets of water. So let's go ahead and throw that dust in there and get ourselves some clay. Because, of course, that's going to be very, very important. Because the next thing that I want is going to be an unfired crucible. And then we're going to have to cook it into a crucible. So we're going to need a bit of this porcelain clay, which is ash, clay, and bone meal. So we might as well start making up some of this clay. Now for the furnace, sadly there's no half furnace. There is none. So we're going to have to go with a full 8 cobblestone furnace. So it's a little bit expensive. Okay, I'm going to keep breaking up some of this dirt. We're halfway anyway. And by the way, you'll notice I do have spruce and acacia. I got that from sieving dirt, so we do have that up and going now. And here we go. This should be the last piece of stone that we need. There we go. Now we will need another piece, I believe, to melt down and get our first bit of lava in just a bit, but that's okay. So we'll set our furnace up here. I love these kind of packs though, because when you finally get a furnace, you're like, yes, I've made so much progress. So the first thing that we're going to want to do is let's actually just go ahead and get a bunch of sticks. And we're going to throw these in there, throw that in there. I guess actually, I'll tell you what would probably be best to do. Oh, that cools back down. But to get charcoal, I think will be our best bet. So that's what we're going to do. We got plenty of wood, so I'm not too concerned about that. We will get ourselves some ash. So very, very good. And we're going to need, we need an unfired crucible, which is going to be 7 pieces of porcelain clay. That's bone meal, ash, and clay. And then we're also going to want an unfired bucket, which is another 3 pieces of porcelain clay. So we're going to need 10 pieces. And there we go. We've got all of our porcelain clay. Whoops. And we'll get our unfired crucible. Quest complete, even hotter. And let's go ahead and throw that stuff in there. Let that start cooking up. Let's take a look. So let's take a look here. Basic survival, even hotter. So we get 8 pieces of clay for doing that, which is great. And the next quest, need water. We need to get ourselves an oak crucible and then a bucket of water. So that'll be easy to do. Since we've already got all of this, bucket of water and our oak crucible. Oh, they want to... What? How strange. Okay, maybe I'm going to have to craft another one. That's fine. Alright, so we got our oak crucible, and hopefully this counts. No, it looks like we have to have an iron bucket of water. Okay, well that's fine, because we have iron ore. Yeah, it won't accept that at all, so... Alright, well let's get ourselves... let me go ahead and get just a couple pieces of charcoal, so that we've got it. And we'll go ahead and break this down into fuel pellets. So each of these will cook one thing. Oh, I hate this time of day. You'll notice it gets really, really, like, dark. Like, or not dark, but, like, reddish. And you'll start just taking damage from the heat. So, but we'll go ahead and cook up this iron ore and get ourselves a bucket, an actual metal bucket. We'll need it for the lava anyway, unless we want... I mean, we can use this bucket, but it'll break after we move like one bit of lava, so that's fine. Alright, so let's get our water bucket, and now we got quest complete, need water, and we'll get a water bottle, an oak sapling, and an item placeholder. So I'm assuming that those are going to be used for something down the line. Oh, by the way, I did die one time off camera, so just a heads up. So for this we need 4 iron, 4 gold, 4 copper, 4 tin, 4 lead, 4 silver, and that's all well and good, I guess. I'm probably going to break down sand, because then of course we can get the crushed ore and then break that down for a chance for better. So that's probably what I'm going to use. Let me see, I'm starting to take damage here, and I've noticed that even when my hydration's full or I drink water or any of that stuff, it doesn't really matter, because you'll notice I'm still overheated. So pretty much the only way you can survive the day is just eat food and have your regen out heal it for like that hour, because I've noticed that shade and stuff doesn't really matter. You know what I've never tried though? I've never tried just sitting in water. We're still taking damage though. Well, we survived it. It seems to maybe drop your temperature a little bit, but you're still going to take damage, so it's only so effective. Alright, we are going to need just a little bit more cobblestone, so I'm going to break this down. And by the way, the best thing to do if you're trying to get ores is go ahead and get yourself crushed iron ore, or if you can, get the gravel. But the more you break this down, the higher chance for extras. So of course it takes 4 to make this ore. And then if we break it down, okay, we got lucky and we got 5. So you can actually get a little bit more output that way when you do that. So, alright, so we got our piece of cobblestone. And then what we'll do is we'll grab our charcoal I was making up, and let's get ourselves some torches at long last. I'm actually going to get a few of these, because we're going to be using them. It's part of the problem in this area is it's too dark, like all throughout here. F7 doesn't work, sadly, but anyway, mobs will spawn a lot of times. You know, if I say go to this edge, sometimes mobs will spawn over here or whatnot, so I do want to start kind of lighting this area up. Not going to be totally lit up right now, but it will still help. Alright, and the next thing I want to do is let's go ahead, I think right in here should be safe. I don't think cactus is flammable. So we'll go ahead, set down our torch, and then let's put our... Actually, I could probably just, yeah, put our crucible right there. And that's actually going to heat up. It's going to take a little while, but let's go ahead and throw some cobblestone in there. And that's going to start producing lava. And I think we're going to need a couple more pieces of cobblestone, actually. Fun times, because I have so much organic matter. And by the way, these mobs will pile up right here next to the door. And like that creeper wheel and everything. And they'll just kill themselves. They can't figure out the gate, I guess. Alright, and the next thing that we're going to do, now that we've got access to iron and a furnace and all that good stuff, let's go ahead and get ourselves a pair of shears. These are going to be probably the best thing ever for us. So let's go ahead and start shearing up a bunch of these leaves. And now dirt is no longer an issue. And the nice thing is, now that I've got access to all of this good stuff, hey, I haven't set up any overhead protection. I don't mind the spiders too much. I just don't want all the husks. Because I get a spider like once every like 3 nights, you know. Like, they're not all that common, and I don't mind killing them to get, you know, some spider eyes and whatnot. I don't really need the string, but I don't mind the spider eyes. And we do actually have a quest to get some infested leaves. I should have done that, because I think we need like 5 of those just to have on hand. But that's okay. So now what we can do is, of course, we can take these and just start filling this up. And for each pair of shears, we'll be able to get about 10 pieces of dirt. So it's not too bad. And we'll hopefully get all that stuff kind of automated fairly soon, I hope. Yeah, we should be able to, no problem. Once we get a transfer node, which, if these are like they are in other packs, yeah, see, they're a lot cheaper now. Honestly, let's see, redstone, stone. We'll have to get a little bit of cobblestone first. And then we're also going to need a mining upgrade, which I believe takes a golden pick. Oh, and we're going to have to, that's right, we're going to have to actually get into that. That's fine. We'll do that probably next episode. We'll automate our cobble gen. I just want to get a cobble gen set up first this episode. Okay, and it's 14 pieces of dirt per shear, per iron shears. Alright, so now we got our bucket of lava and our bucket of water. So let's set up our cobble gen, and I think I'm going to put it, for right now, I'm just going to put it back here. So what we'll do is we'll do just a basic one. So I don't know why I'm digging by hand. We'll dig it out just like this. Put that there. I'll put a little trench here. Put our water in there. And our lava right there. And now we can start getting cobble. Now I'm going to go ahead and make a pickaxe. I think a bone pick. Yeah, I think I'm going to do a bone pick. So let's go ahead and get our pickaxe head pattern. And then we'll get, it takes 2 bones. So we'll get our bone pickaxe head, and then we'll get our tool rod, ecological, and then we'll get our binding pattern. And we'll get our pickaxe. Haha, bone pickaxe. Getting an upgrade. So now what we can do is just get cobblestone like this. Honestly, for those of you guys that have played like Sky Factory or Crash Landing or anything like that, you know that once you get your cobble gen, life gets a lot easier. And then once you automate your cobble gen, which we're going to do next episode, life becomes way easier. So it'll definitely come in handy. So probably the first bit of cobble, I think what I'm going to do with it is I'm going to go make more lava. I need some water. That way we can put lava underneath the crucible. So anytime that we need lava, it'll be a lot quicker to craft it. I still haven't figured that thing out. Like, I've been trying all sorts of stuff to fill it, and I can't quite figure it out yet. So I'll try to figure it out for next episode. I'll ask Sheridan about it. Maybe I'm just being an idiot, but I don't know. I can't figure it out. But of course, now we can get gravel at last, you know, and breaking down our ores is going to be a lot better because we can start with gravel. So one thing that I could do is start with the hammer. Now I will say we could we can get our stone hammer now. And I'm going to actually go ahead and grab a few of these because I'm going to be using a lot of them between this episode and next. I'm going to go ahead and throw away the wooden hammer. We don't need that anymore. And we can just use this to break down and get gravel instead of sand. So will definitely come in handy. I'm going to go ahead and fix that. But yeah, so anyway, I do believe I'm going to end the episode here. I feel like I keep doing that. I feel like we made a lot of progress. So, next episode, like I said, we're going to get this automated, and we'll probably do a little bit more, other stuff as well. So I hope you guys join me for that. And if you guys enjoyed the video, as always, be sure and hit that like button and go ahead and subscribe if you're not already for more daily videos. And until next episode, do take care. And I'm going to try to get the ores all grinded up because I'm going to be doing a lot with ores. So hopefully next episode we'll have that to turn in, and we'll probably do the infested leaves as well. So, but anyways, until next time, as always, do take care, stay safe, and I hope to see you guys then.